Battle between Kenpachi Zaraki and Pernida Parnkas is one of the most intense and defining moments in Bleach, Thousand-Year Blood War. After the initial encounter, where Kenpachi seemingly dismantles the Quincy Sternritter with sheer power, the true nature of Pernida's abilities come into play. Pernida, the left hand of the Soul King, is not just an enemy of physical force but a being with a horrifying, nearly omnipotent power, the ability to control and manipulate nerves, essentially controlling the body of its victim from the inside. Kenpachi, known for his unmatched fighting spirit and love of combat, engages Pernida without hesitation. However, it's clear that even his overwhelming strength isn't enough to overpower the Quincy's unsettling power. The fight quickly escalates as Pernida's ability starts to break down Kenpachi's physical form from the inside, forcing him to adapt quickly. Despite his relentless attacks and joy in battle, Kenpachi's body begins to betray him, and he must grapple not only with Pernida's nerve manipulation but also with the fight to retain control of his own body. In typical Kenpachi fashion, he pushes through the pain and revels in the battle, refusing to be defeated, even when his movements are almost paralyzed. Meanwhile, Mayuri Kuretsuchi, the Shinigami captain of the 12th Division and an expert in all things scientific, approaches the situation with a far more calculated mindset. As always, Mayuri's intelligence is a key part of his strategy. He quickly realizes that Pernida's power isn't merely destructive, it's cerebral. He devises a way to manipulate his own body and counter Pernida's control, using his vast knowledge of biology and manipulation. Mayuri's eerie calmness and willingness to sacrifice even himself in the name of victory provide a stark contrast to Kenpachi's pure, brutal energy. In an unexpected turn, Mayuri, ever the mad scientist, manages to come up with a gruesome solution. He experiments with his own body, giving himself over to his horrifying scientific methods to create an opening for Pernida's defeat. What follows is a grotesque but brilliant counterattack, as Mayuri uses his understanding of Pernida's biology to outsmart the Quincy. Mayuri's clinical cruelty and ability to manipulate his own flesh ultimately lead to Pernida's downfall. Throughout this battle, both Kenpachi and Mayuri showcase their distinct approaches to combat, Kenpachi with his instinctive, raw strength, and Mayuri with his cold, scientific precision. The fight serves as a perfect juxtaposition between two very different types of warriors, but both share one thing in common: they're willing to push the boundaries of their bodies and minds in the name of victory. The scene is not only a spectacle of combat but a deep dive into the psyche of both Kenpachi and Mayuri, displaying the lengths they are willing to go to protect their comrades and fulfill their roles in the battle against the Quincy Empire.